Okay, so many of you have been asking me to go into the lower classes. So here we go. I'm driving a Vauxhall of all cars in C class around Rio. Now you have a couple of guesses here. Guess what's going to happen around this first corner? Yes, you guessed right. It's all going to kick off, as indeed it does. I go from 19th, smash my way past him and past the S2000 into 13th place. I was 22nd, so that's 9 places in probably as many seconds. Okay, so that's the first and second corners done. Not bad so far. Another guy off there. Then into the next one. A very tight corner. This one's quite a tricky one, as it proves there. And then on the exit, this VXR showing its pace up the straight as we lead up towards the tunnel. And I'm in 6th place. So that's the end of the video, guys. I've achieved my objective of finishing 6th. And thank you for watching. And there you have it, joke of the year 2017. So then as we progress around the course at Rio, up the inside of this guy, go a little wide, almost going into the barrier, just about keeping it out. And then Christ the Redeemer looks down upon us as we leave our 6th place behind in the hunt of 4th just around the corner. The car is tuned by Raceboy, actually. I was trying to find a car for a tune for this car. Couldn't really find one. Stuck with the Raceboy one. He's tuned pretty much every car in the game, as far as I know anyway. So I went with this. It seems to be... Well, actually, this guy's going to spin out, and I'm just going to barge my way past. So the car seems all-rounded, really. Not really special in any kind of area. So decent handling. It's a little bit stiff. Decent pace down the straight as well. So a good all-rounder. Not scintillating in any single form, but just good to not push yourself too much if you just want a solid car. So there I am through into 3rd. So it kind of proves that if you just drive the car well, you are going to do well in these online lobbies, as is usually the case. So coming round to the end of the race, because lap 2 nothing happened at all. First and second were just gone. Had no chance of catching them. So there we go, first race in the Vauxhall VXR. We move then to Catalunya, the shorter version. So into the first corner, which is always chaotic on this version of the circuit. This Nissan is going to come flying out of nowhere and just totally ruin everyone's day. And actually, he got away with that completely, going straight through from about 11th to 2nd. But then this guy in the S2000 wasn't too happy, wipes him out, and then he develops some sort of cloaking device there and goes invisible. Then up the hill we've got 3 or 4 abreast, so getting a little bit hairy up here. Through to 5th, so that's not too bad. Behind the S2000 who wiped out that Nissan, so a bit of Japanese rivalry there. He goes off onto the grass, loses some momentum. I'm through into 4th, into the hairpin then. A little bit deep, but we're not going to lose our position. I can hear contact behind. It's a dirty, dirty scene back there. Is this Pornhub or is it YouTube? I'm not quite sure, because that is pure filth behind me at the hairpin. Then I kind of just turn out there for no reason at all. Drive myself onto the grass, get passed by the 500, and then this guy, I think it's an Alpha, is through past. I'm just going to back out here and reside into my normal 6th place. I seem to always find myself here. We are pretty much like magnets stuck together, me in that position. But down the next straight, you can see the speed of this car. It's not too bad at all. Going past the Evo, tucking into the slipstream of the Alpha, then pulling to the inside. We've actually got the run here on the Abarth 500 into turn number 1. So the Vauxhall not too bad actually. Going a little bit deep. We're going to make contact. And then trying to be too nice to the guy on the inside, I actually just force him out wide completely. He didn't look like very good driving there at all, as I just ushered him wide. But luckily none of us ended up with too bad an incident. Anyway, the Abarth does come back past me at the exit of the hairpin. A bit tighter than the previous lap. And then into the hairpin on lap number 3. The guy goes very wide indeed. Try passing number 1 is his name, and he's gone very wide. He's going to come back on just ahead. And there we go. Just rejoining back ahead of me. Now you probably recognise, or you might recognise, this guy's gamer tag, because he was part of the awesome 3-way I had in December. And no, not a Pornhub scene. I'm talking about the race around Silverstone, where there are 3 of us racing nose to tail without any contact. So I'm very familiar with this guy. As we come around the final turn, we have 1 more lap left to do. Let's tuck into the slipstream and see what we can do about getting into 4th place. It looks like his car's got decent speed down this straight, and I can't quite get the run on him into turn 1. And on the brakes, he kind of moves across a little bit. I was already setting my sights on the inside, having to just move out, away there, just making contact with him. He took it like a champ though, so no worries. In fact, he looks like he's actually got a bit of a gap on me, if anything. So, let's say about 3/4 of a lap left to go. Can I get this 4th place? We do actually have a guy not too far behind, which is Wolf's actually, just behind me in 6th place. And ideally, I try to finish higher than 6th place. And try passing here is just going to go to the inside, going to cover me off. So okay, no worries. I'm going to try and develop some different sort of strategy here to try and get past him. He's actually gone very narrow on the exit. I can swing around the outside here, which gives me the inside for this right-hander. I'm going to just make contact, and I'm going to have to give him the room on the outside to make contact again. And then he just gets the run on me here into the chicane. So I kind of have to give him the space. We make contact again. For the 3rd time in a couple of seconds. He's got the inside line for the chicane, I have to concede that. And they're coming through on the exit. It looks like I've got the run here. I'm just kind of being too nice to him, and he's being nice to me. I can see that he's taking a poor line as well. It's going to be a drag race to the line, except it's not, because he's just easily going to win it. And then he's going to finish 4th, I'm going to finish 5th. And there we go. Not too bad. The car kind of lacking overall though, I would say. Not quite a lobby winning car, I wouldn't say, but it's a fun one to try, at least. So then Hockenheim, going into the first turn. These guys don't really want to go into the first turn. They go into me instead. Rejoining the track, and then I kind of push wide. So I'm just going to extend like a bitch and take a load of positions, going up into 9th place. So Turquoise just ahead of me here in the... I don't even know. I'm not gonna name a wrong car, so I'm just not gonna say it's a car. He's ahead of me. And then we have is try passing. There he is. He's just ahead of me once again. And this is going to develop into another battle between us. So we're going to get familiar with each other for the 2nd time in 2 races. I've got the inside line here on a nice cut back into the stadium. And I'm up the inside into 8th. So we've got 2 guys just up ahead there. Side by side into the left-hander. Making contact, forcing each other wide. And he just forced him onto the gravel. So I'm through into, that's right, 6th place, and then into the last couple of corners. 2 corners left to go on the lap. This curb here, you don't really want to dip your left wheel over it, because it will kind of, well, you just ride it like a train track basically, and then you're not going to turn anywhere, as demonstrated by me perfectly there. So I'm going to lose out into turn 1, just going to concede the position here. But try passing is just going to go a little bit too wide. Couldn't quite carry his momentum through the corner. So I'm back through into 6th place, of course. So Turquoise just up ahead there. Looks like he's got the pace just to keep us at bay. We're not quite on him. So nowhere near close enough to go for an overtaking opportunity at this current stage. Maybe if we can keep our pace up, might keep up with him. But try passing, just keep me on the... keeping tabs on me very closely here, just pressures me to going into the wall. Then he actually pressures himself, I guess, going a little bit too wide on his cutback attempt. So again, I'm back into 6th place, a little bit deep. It looks like I'm trying to concede this position as much as possible, trying to make as many mistakes, and yet I still find myself in 6th place. So again, last 2 corners on the lap. Going to try and keep my left-hand wheels inside the curve this time. Yes, I do. And then I can just see the front end of his car poking into the bottom of my screen. And then we're going to cross the line to end lap 2. But then moving across to halfway through lap number 3, it looks like we're going to repeat ourselves once again. Well, not quite. Just avoiding the wall. And I'm just going to come across. Give him no room at all. That is very close racing, but at least he didn't wipe me out, which is good to see. Most people probably just would have smashed me off. And then we make a little bit of contact there once again. I think his car is permanently cemented to the bottom of my screen here. He's spending more time in my screen than out of it. So into the last corner, keep my wheels outside, yes, done that. Tick list completed for that last corner. Then out wide, 2 wheels onto the curb, nicely done. So then 1 lap left to go. Can I keep my 6th place? Or will I lose out? It looks like 5th place is gone. No chance of that. I am actually being caught here by 2 guys, not just 1. There we go. I think that was in the Bath 500. Wasn't quite sure. But we have an opportunity to finish in our favourite position or go down to 8th. So let's see what I can do here. So this little complex here, quite a tricky one. This left-hander should be able to take it flat out. If you dip 2 wheels onto the grass, as I do, and then braking while turning, and then hooking up with the apex, not quite. I'm actually wide. I can see that orange proximity arrow. He's going to appear on my right-hand side as he does. He's got the inside line, but I've got the outside, and this gives me the inside for the next turn. So just giving him the room on the inside. But he gave me the room on the outside, which is very nice. And I shift down into first. Comedy error there. Big error. Don't want to do that. 2nd gear only there. So making just a rookie error going down to the 1st gear. Luckily I had the inside line and just blocked him off completely. Now coming into the last corner, he's got the inside line once again, just poking his nose up the inside. He's going to push me wide. I'm going to lose a bit of momentum on the gravel. And it's a drag race to the line once again. And I'm just about going to get 6th place by 0.008 of a second. So a very close race there. A very enjoyable one. In the end, not for the lead or anything, but it's always good to be battling closely with someone and you're not smashing the living daylights out of each other. But there you go, that's the Vauxhall VXR. Not the best car, I would say, for C-Class, but it's worth a try. Always good to try something different. The tune's by Raceboy if you'd like to give it a try. So there we go, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Please hit that like button if you did enjoy the video. And subscribe if you haven't done so already for more banterous Forza content. So yeah, that's all for me. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.